Gardner's multiple intelligences, 8 minds or wishful thinking. Introduction. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, IR's captivated educators by proposing 8 now, sometimes 9 distinct intelligences, from musical and spatial to interpersonal and naturalistic, arguing that traditional IQ tests. In practice, ME has reshaped curricula and teaching philosophies worldwide, yet despite its pedagogical appeal, the theory rests on shaky empirical ground. To critically assess IA, we'll examine 1. The weak psychometric foundation behind discrete intelligences. 2. Converging evidence from brain imaging and factor analyses. 1. Weak psychometric support. ME's conceptual elegance belies substantial measurement problems. Lack of reliable instruments, unlike traditional cognitive batteries. Validated tests exist for most of Gardner's intelligences. Attempts to create II inventories often rely on self-report questionnaires. Retest reliability, absence of distinct scales. Studies that do attempt to measure multiple intelligences via factor analysis, suggesting they share more variance than I theory predicts. Predictive validity issues. Traditional IQ scores, MI-derived scores, do not without clear links between IL profiles and real-world success. These psychometric weaknesses raise doubts about the separability and existence of 8 wholly independent cognitive domains: brain imaging and the G-factor, contemporary cognitive neuroscience, solving spatial puzzles, interpreting social cues, appreciating music, activate broad factor analytic evidence across diverse test batteries. Hierarchical models consistently identify a strong general intelligence factor G, sitting above more specific abilities, even when multiple subfactors emerge. Verbal, spatial, processing speed, they correlate robustly with G, contradicting the Maya premise that intelligences operate independent. Cognitive architecture models, such as the Carroll framework, subdivide intelligence into broad and narrow abilities, rather than 8 siloed faculties. These converging lines of evidence support a unified architecture of intelligence, undercutting Maya's claim of 8 autonomous intelligence. 3. Maya's educational endurance. Despite scientific critiques, several factors explain its resilience. Appealing narrative, the idea that every learner has a unique blend of intelligences. Alignment with inclusive pedagogy. Maya dovetails with broader movement and multiple modes of assessment practices that often improve engagement regardless of the theory's empirical validity. Lack of strong alternatives. Many teachers find traditional IQ-centric models too narrow or stigmatizing. MI's inclusive framework offers a ready-made, intuitive alternative that feels more congruent with holistic education, even if it stretches scientific rigor. Institutional momentum over decades. Countless workshops, textbooks, and certification programs have entrenched Maya in policy and practice. Abandoning it would require significant retraining, a daunting prospect for many schools. Thus, Maya's pedagogical utility and intuitive appeal sustain its prevalence. Conclusion. Gardner's multiple intelligences theory reframes intelligence in broad, humanistic terms, celebrating varied talents. Its foundational claims of 8 discrete faculties find little support in psychometric research or neuroscience. ME's enduring popularity in education reflects its narrative power and alignment with inclusive pedagogy more than its empirical grounding. Recognizing this gap encourages educators to harness Maya's strength, valuing diversity and differentiation, while remaining mindful of its scientific limitation.